and here we need to connect this PC and this PC. We have two PCs. Okay, I will make very simple topology. Okay, and here I have a web server. Suppose this web server, it is somewhere here, it is connected. Okay, now this web server, I'm going to assign this IP. 1 minute, let it. So here, so the IP address is, let's say, 192.168.1.1. okay, so this is the IP address 255.25.0, and no need default gateway. Our DNS server, I will make this one as a DNS server. The same computer will be our DNS. I will tell you how you can do the DNS. Okay, so I don't have the default gateway, otherwise this will, I will make it 10. If we will add the default gateway IP will be 1.1, because so far we don't have the router. Okay, so that is why if you will even not write this one, no problem. Okay, if you will not write it, because here we don't have the router now. If no router, default gateway is not necessarily. Okay, but if you have a router, then you have to mention the default gateway of your router. Okay, but suppose in our case we don't have the default gateway, suppose. Okay, because we did not add the router. I will add the router later on, don't you worry. So now this is 1 dot, suppose 10. Here the PC, the IP address is 1.11. same, the DNS server is 1.10. okay, and this PC, again go to this PC. Okay, the IP address is 1.12 and subnet mask same, and DNS is 1.10. okay, so because this is our also DNS now. So here we have a web plus the DNS. It will be we will add later on. Okay, so DNS I will add later on. First, see here, so we need to check the connectivity from here to here. Okay, now it is successful. You can see it is successful. Now you can see we have a ping from here to here. It is successful. Now we need to add the web services here. Okay, so web services, how you can add the web services? First, go to the services here and click it on here. You can see HTTP, this one, this tab, HTTP tab. Once you will click it here, HTTP tab, see here it is. So we need to make this one on and this one on. Here, suppose we want to write something here. Okay, suppose we want to write here, welcome to SHCT or UTAS Shahnaz. Okay, we can write UTAS Shahnaz. Okay, suppose if you want to write this one, UTAS Shahnaz, this is suppose your website. Na? Save, done. And here, so this is your HTTP. Okay, now suppose if I need to access this web page, how I can access this web page? Just let me increase the font size. Okay, let me increase the font size. Here index, let me increase the font size. Let me increase the font size. Okay, so now if I need to access my web server, go to the browser and type the IP address of this your web server. Okay, so what is the IP address? 192.168.1.10. okay, once you will type it, now you can see I have Cisco Packet Tracer, welcome to UTAS Shahnaz, opening door to new opportunity, mind wide open, and all those things. Did you observe? So these are the very simple steps. So simply how you can enable it, the web, click it here, go to the HTTP, and in HTTP, so this should be on and HTTPS should be on. Here, if you want to edit index.html, you can edit it here, like whatever you want to edit. Okay, so welcome to my website or something like that, you can edit. Okay, like here. Okay, as I did it, just I will show you some magnifier. We have a magnifier. You can see here I just edited here. See, I just edited here this index.html file. So you can edit anything. Okay, you can write anything. So it's up to you. If you don't want to write, after editing you need to save. Okay, just save and done and close. Okay, once you will close it, just go to your PC, suppose this PC, go to your browser and here just simply type the IP address of your web server. Now you can see once we will type, we will able to open the website. Okay, so now the next thing here, suppose now here we are typing the IP now, but suppose if we need to type the name, then what we need to configure? In that case, we need to configure the DNS. Okay, DNS server configuration. Okay, so what is DNS? Okay, suppose if I will type shct.com, cisco.com, because here we are typing this one in the web browser IP address. Yes, please, here we are typing the IP address. Yes, but why we need to type the IP address? See, always we need to type the IP address. Okay, so suppose we need to map this IP to some name, because you cannot, the human psychology is that, so they cannot memorize the number, rather they can easily remember, like google.com, facebook.com, the name. Okay, google.com, facebook.com, okay, insta.com, or any website, shct.edu.om, bankmuscat.com, because maybe there is some IP. But why we need to write the IP? We don't need IP. Okay, so what is the solution? Domain name system, DNS. What the DNS will do? DNS server resolve the host name into IP address. What it will do? Domain name system resolve the host name into IP address. We can access the network host using the IP address. So DNS make it easier by allowing us use a domain name which are easier to remember. For example, as I give you the example, google.com, maybe instead of typing the Google IP address, you can write google.com, because you don't know the Google IP address, you don't know the Facebook IP address. Okay, you don't know the Twitter IP address, you only know the names. Yes, so who will resolve this name? DNS. Your DNS resolve this name. Okay, so you need to configure the DNS. Okay, so how you can configure the DNS? This is very, very important. Okay, so first you need to go to the server, and here you need to type here. First go to the server. Here, this is the same server, this is our DNS server, suppose. Okay, this is our web server and the DNS server. Okay, this is our web and DNS server, suppose. If you need to add this one, the DNS services on this server, see here, DNS, click on DNS. Okay, click it here, DNS, and the name, DNS name. Suppose we say let's say utas.com. Okay, utas.com. Okay, so this is our name. So what is the IP address of this server? Yes, this is the IP address, 192.168.1.10. so this is the IP address. So now this name, so this IP will map on this name, so we don't need to enter this IP. If you will see here, so we don't need to enter this IP now. Always we are entering the IP now. Now we will write utas.om. So we will add this one. Okay, so see here, we added this DNS name. Okay, so we added this name. Okay, now DNS services, we need to make it on. Okay, we added the name, and this name map with this IP. You can see this name map with this IP. Okay, now we don't need to type the IP address. Now we will type only the name. Now you can see here, now you will go to the web browser. Okay, and in the web browser, paste it here, and now you can see here, did we type the IP now? Yes. Did we type the IP? Yes. No IP. Yes. Here, now you can see, we type the name, we did not type the IP, because we configure the domain name. So domain name is the IP resolution. Okay, so now you can easily, this utas.com, as I told you, this is the domain name of our server, so we will not type the IP. So that's all for domain name. Now we will go for the email. Okay, now we will go for the email. Now suppose how you can configure the email services. Okay, email. So we will add one email server. Let's say we have the email server. Okay, this is the email server. Email server. Okay, the email server. Email server is same like your Gmail. Okay, and it store and send the email messages to email client on request. We often send and receive email on our mobile device, computer, and so now let's configure the email server in the packet tracer, and have in mind that although our main focus is configure the email server, we still need the services of DNS. At one point here we already configured the DNS, so let's dive into it, and we already built this topology and we will make the connection here. So let me connect this one here. So IP address, let's say I will assign the IP address here 192.168.1.2. okay, let's say this is the IP address, okay, of my email server. Let's say this is the IP address of my email server. Okay, this is my email server and this is the IP address of my email server. Okay, now configure, we first we need to configure the IP address here. Desktop, go to this one, and sorry, IP address 192.168.1.2. subnet mask. Default gateway, we don't have the default gateway, we don't have the router. If we have the default gateway, mean the router, then we will configure it. Otherwise, no need, okay? Because we don't have the default gateway. Our DNS is 1.10. So this is our DNS 1.10, okay? So this is our DNS. I will copy 1.10, okay? So this is the configuration on our email. Now, once we will configure this one, now configure the mail client on the PC and mail services on the generic server. So first, what we need to do, let's say we will configure first the users here, email server, okay? In the email server, let's say so this is my DNS, na? Where is the DNS? This is my DNS. See here, so this is my DNS. Let me copy this one and this one here. Go to the email server. Here, this tab. Go to this tab, okay? And here your name. Like we have different user. I will write user 1. Email address, okay, user 1. Okay, any user. You can write your name like Rima, Fatima, anything. You can write your name. Okay, just I'm for example, we have user 1, user 2, user 3. We have different user, na? @utas.com. Suppose this is our email address for this user. This is the username. And incoming server. So this is our incoming server 192.168.1.2. So this is our incoming server 192.168.1.2. 192.168.1.2. okay, username, yes, we already configured the username here, if you remember. See, just 1 minute. I think user 1 and sorry, user 1 password Cisco. Okay, so save, press save, done. We have configured user 1. okay. Now we need to configure user 2. Okay, so we need to configure, 1 minute, here configure sorry, here sorry, this is our 1 minute, listen, this is not the mail server, clear, leave it. Okay, see here, now you don't need to click it here. This is your email server. Please now go to the services, and here first you need to go to this one. Okay, if you need to configure the server, first you need to go to the email, and here domain name, this is our domain name utas.com, user 1. First we need to create the user, and password CISCO, Cisco. Let's say our first one is Cisco, user 1, password is Cisco, and let's say we have second user, user 2. Let's say the password is 12345. Okay, and we added these two users. Okay, so user 1 and user 2. SMTP is on, simple mail transport protocol is on, and POP3 is also on. This is used to send an email to your email server, and POP3 is just to get the email on your client PC. So these two should be on. Okay, so our DNS is utas.com. Okay, and now let's say we need to configure. So this is our user 1 and this is our user 2. Okay, so this is our PC1 is our user 1. Okay, this is our user 1 and this is our user 2 PC. Okay, user 2 PC. So I need to send the email. Okay, this is user 1. Okay, so now I need to configure the mail client on this PC 0 and PC 1. First, what I need to do, I need to go to the PC, here email, and here first the email address, sorry, the name user 1, sorry, user 1, email address user 1 @ utas.com, incoming server. So this is our incoming server 192.168. So this is our email server. Okay, so 192.168.1.2. so this is incoming and outgoing, same server. Okay, so username is this one, and the password is Cisco, as we have created the user here. Okay, CISCO, Cisco. Save it. Now we have configured the mail client on PC1. So we need to configure, sorry, this PC0, and we need to configure the email client on PC2 similar way as we did here. Okay, so go to this one. Okay, here you have an email and sorry, username, we have user2, sorry, user2 and user2 @ utas.com, suppose. Okay, incoming server same. So this is our incoming. Okay, this is our, sorry, incoming server 192.168.1.2, and this is our outbound server same, user 2, and password was 12345. This was the password. Yes, save it and send email from user, or from this PC we want to send email to this PC. Okay, from here to here we want to send an email from this PC. Okay, from this PC I'm going to send email. Okay, to this PC. Okay, so this PC to this PC I'm going to send, and this is our email server. Let me select some other color. Let's say, okay, we can select this one, or some light color. Let's say pink. This is our email server and this is our web server. Let me select some other color, at least you will get some idea. Okay, so this is our web server. Okay, so this web server, this is email server, this is user 1 and user 2. Okay, now we want to send email from here to here. Okay, from this PC to this PC. Now see here, so we will compose email, and compose email means our email is user1 @ utas.com, subject testing email. Okay, so testing email, we are sending just test email. Okay, test email, this is our test, simple test email. Hello, how are you? So this is my test email, this is my test email. Okay, so just click it on send. Okay, server not found, just 1 minute. Here let me check the ping from here to here. Email server, here go to the email server, we have user 1 and this is user 2. So we have created these two users, okay, and here 1 minute, desktop, here we don't need any configuration. Yes, configure. Oh my god, here we don't need it. As I told you, here we don't need this. Here we don't need, okay, as I told you, here we don't need. Clear and save. Okay, now send email. Now send, just 1 minute, user1 utas.com, user1 utas test email. Okay, so this is our test email. Server not found. 1 minute, let me save it, because this is email, DNS and web. I'm going to upload this one. Now again you can see this one. This no need, this no need, this no need. Yeah, because okay. Now email compose. Okay, let me compose here. Now you can see email. Now I need to compose the email. Okay, compose email to user1, user2 at the rate, utas.com and subject test. Okay, test email. Okay, and this is my test email. Okay, send. Server not found. 1 minute. I think there is a I did the problem with this one. Okay, let me delete this one, because here this one, let me delete this server here. I need to configure it again. Just 1 minute, because this server make a mess. Okay, server, this is our email server. See here, quickly I'm going to do, just let me connect with my switch. Okay, F04. Let me do the desktop 192.168.192.168.1.2. Okay, and DNS is 1.10. This is my DNS. We have configured this. Now go to the services, come to the email. Here your domain name is utas.com. okay, so this is your domain name. So we set the domain name, and here user is user1, password is Cisco add. Okay, and the second user2, so password is 12345. Okay, so we need to add these two user. I have added, and these two are on. Okay, so so this is the configuration required. Now I need to send email from here to user1 to user2. Okay, so compose email user2 at the rate utas.com and test, test. Hello, how are you? This is my test email. This is my test email. Okay, see here, now we send, and so we can see, so connection time out. 1 minute, let me check from here to here, is it okay? Just 1 minute. No connection, why? 1 minute. Desktop 192.168. So DNS this one 255.192.168.1.2. Yes, successful. Now it will work. See here, send email. Okay, now it will take some time, and because here we already configure, no? So here we already configure it. Now we send the email from user PC0 to PC2. Okay, now we can check here whether it has been received or not. Go to this one here, receive email. Now you can see we have received email from this PC. Now I'm in user 2 PC2. Okay, here I'm on this PC. It is clear to all of you? Yes, please. Any question, any doubt? So this is the way you can configure the DNS. This is the way you can configure the web server and the email server. Okay,